Hello guys, in this next lecture, we will create the thread component. But first I found out that there is a problem here. We have a jumbotron here, and well, it should say there is some error here because in the forum file. Let me take a look at my code. I forgot to add the div class of jumbotron here, and just take all of this and put it inside jumbotron, and it's going to format it nicely. Let's take a look. Here we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Now when we click this, we're supposed to go to the thread page, so let's do it. It's going to be a long one, so let's just take it one step at a time. So in pages, create thread.vue, scaffold, like always, and here we will start with our template. So we will write div spinner, no, not script, spinner vf loading div vlsif thread, and I will just copy because it's the same. Just copy the container and jumbotron. So just copy this, and it's just a jumbotron, and here we have a nav, OL, and here breadcrumb item with home, with forum, and with thread, and then we display the thread title here. If you need it to be slower, then just pause the video or check out the GitHub. Anyways, let me take a look. This is the container. It would be nice if it would show which is which, but it doesn't. Okay, so here I just collapsed it, it's easier to see. And now we have a new container. So div class of container, div class of row, div class of call md8, and here we'll have posts. So div v4 post in thread post data key index. Here we will have image class of image, source base URL plus images user.png. I will provide the link for the user in the description below. Style vertical align going to be top. And now div class post container. I will have some CSS below. So span post user.name, and now span style margin left 5 pixels, color 3D4852, and we will say says. Then we will have HR, then we will have p vhtml post.body style margin top 20 pixels, margin bottom 20 pixels as well. We have another HR, And now we will have p style margin top 10 pixels, margin bottom 0, color is the same as this. So just copy. And here we'll say small and post created at friendly date. Small p div. And here we'll have the pagination. That's for later. And we will need a reply button as well. So here we will have a reply button. We would say div vf app user if we're logged in. We'll say button vf not reply mode at click reply mode equals true, type button, class btn, btnlg, btn success. And here we will say reply. And here we will just say button velse click reply mode equals false, type button, class btn, btnlg, btn danger, and just say cancel, save, and it's done like this. And now we need a reply form. Reply form, have div vf reply mode, style margin top 20 pixels, div vf error body, class alert danger, and just say error body. Then we have a form v on submit that prevent on submit, and here we will have a quill editor, v model body ref my quill editor, style height 300 pixels, margin bottom 80 pixels. For some reason it doesn't do it correctly, so we have to put a big number here. That's it. And now we have a button which says reply. And here we have a class of btn, btnlg, btn success, and float right, and style margin bottom 50 pixels. Div. And here we'll have div class of call md4, and here we'll have active threads. That's for later. And that's it. And now in our script we need to import some things. So we need to import these quill editor styles again. Just copy it from the other file. It's exactly the same. And just we need name thread, components quill editor, props, app, data, thread ID, this route params ID, we need thread, it will be null to start off with, base URL, reply mode, false, body, empty, current page, this app, this route, query that page. If we have that, then we say this route, query that page, otherwise one, error body, null, loading, false. And now we have mounted this get thread. Filters, I will just copy and paste because it's the same. Friendly date, like so. Now we will need to watch something. So route params ID, it's a function, new val, this thread null, this current page equals 1, this get thread new val. Here we go. And now we need some methods. We need get thread new val. We say this loading equals true, let page equals 1, if this current page equals this current page, if new val, this thread ID equals new val. Then we say this app rec get thread, this thread ID plus page equals page. Then response, this loading equals false, if response data ID, let me say this thread equals response data, this total pages equals this thread that posts that last page. Do we have specified total pages? No. We need total pages here. Total pages, no, we still start off with. Then we'll get total pages here and use them in our pagination, but that's for later. Now let's just right click page function. We'll go here, and for now let's just have on submit. We will have if not this body, simple validation. It's, you can do it more advanced if you want. This error body equals content is required. This errors, actually we don't need this, else this error body equals null. We say if not this error body, Then we say let data equal to body, this dot body, and thread ID, this thread ID. Then say this app, then say this app rec post create with data, then response this reply mode equals false, this body equals nothing. We need to reset everything after doing this. Then we say this app active threads unshift response the data. Then we have some logic here. Let page to go to. This is equals 1. This is what I'm doing now is I'm programming the way when we create a post and it will be on the next page. It will automatically redirect us to the next page. So basically we need to say let remainder equals this thread posts total modulus 10. So basically we say if remainder is greater than 0, then we say page to go to equals this thread dot posts that last page. Else if remainder is equal to 0, then we say page to go to equals this thread dot posts that last page plus 1. Else page to go to equals null. And now we check if page to go to, then this this app pagination click page to go to, but this will be commented because we will do it later. And now some styles. P H1 OL margin bottom 0 important. And then we say post container border 2 pixel solid 3D 4852 background color BF B3 border radius 5 pixels margin bottom 10 pixels padding 25 pixels color white display inline block width calc 100% minus 90 pixels margin left 10 pixels. And now we need post container before content like so, position absolute, border 7 pixels, solid transparent, solid not solid, we need a semicolon, left 90 pixels, border right color, and just this one. And now we have image height 75 pixels, and that's our thread. Now let's go to our routes. we will have some errors for sure. So let's import thread from pages thread. And we will have path of thread ID component thread name thread comma. No errors, very nice. Let's take a look if we actually have it. Here we go, except we don't have the picture yet, but we will. Let's try to reply. There is some error. No error, everything works. Okay, let's do that that image. I will copy it, copy. I will provide it in the description below. So basically public, new folder, images, and the images we have user.png. Let's try again. Now we have the image, but it's not what it's not doing is it's not showing automatically. I don't know why right now. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Because we don't have pagination yet, that's why. So guys, so let's just create the pagination component, because this is going to be kind of important. So let's just do it. So in components, we create a new file called pagination.vue. We have a scaffold. We need div class pagination wrapper, div class my pagination, and he will have a click previous class prev page numbers, href JavaScript, like so, and here it will just say prev, and he will say a click page v4 page in get number of pages shown, class page numbers, and then vbind class active page equals current page, href JavaScript, like so. And then here we will just say page, and then a click next class next page numbers href javascript like so, and say next. Here we go. That's it. And now in our JavaScript, the same name, pagination, props, app, on click page, total pages, and page. Now we have data. We say current page. We need to parse int this that page, and last page will be 0. I don't even know if we need the last page, but let's just keep it for now. So mounted this app pagination equals this. Now computed get number of pages shown Now this will be a little hack. This is not a totally working pagination. This is for demonstration purposes only. So basically, if total pages is bigger than 10, we'll return 10. Return this total pages. Otherwise. And here we have methods. Previous. If this current page is 1, we return. We don't want to go previous page if we're already on the first page. Otherwise, this current page minus minus, and this click page, this current page. Now for next, we say if this current page is equal to this last page, this total pages, return. Likewise, we don't want to go forward if we're already on the last page. So this current page plus plus, this click page, this current page. Now we need click page, page, this current page equals page, and then this on click page, page. Now we need styles for this because we didn't have it there in this file. So basically, I will provide a link for this to my GitHub, but in our SAS, I will create a new folder called components. And in components, I will just paste this pagination component. And in our app, that's SCSS, just import components pagination. Let's see if we have any errors. No, we don't have errors. So now we can integrate this pagination. Let's do it in the thread first. So basically, let's actually first let's go to our app.js. Oh yeah, we need a plugin as well. So before that, before anything else, we need a new folder in the JS folder called plugins. And in the plugins, we need to create a file called pagination.js. And this pagination will import pagination from components pagination. Now we say const pagination equals an object. We have an install function, view options, Vue component pagination dot name pagination, and then we say Vue prototype dot pagination equals empty, and then we say export default pagination. And in our app.js, all we need to do is say import pagination from plugins pagination and Vue use pagination. Everything works. Now let's go to our thread, and where it says pagination, we will say it's already working, so we can just say pagination total pages equals thread posts last page page current page app vshow thread posts last page is greater than 1, style margin top 20 pixels, and unclick page click page pagination. Let's take a look if it actually works. Go to console to see if we have any errors. We don't have click page in our app, I think. Yeah, so we need a click page function here. So we say click page and we will have page here, and here we will say this app rec get thread this thread ID page equals page, then response this thread equals response.data, this router replace name thread query page. That's our click function. There is an error. Let me take a look. We need a comma. Here we go. Everything works. Okay, let's go to we need some posts. And also we need to uncomment this one. We have some posts. Let's actually add a post. Now it actually added a post. To verify, let's just type in something else. Click reply and it's done. A few posts more and we will see the pagination taking place. Here we go. Now it works. Now we have a pagination and we have the next and previous buttons. However, it's not quite in the way that I wanted it to be. So my pagination there's something wrong here. Let me just take a look. Pagination. Oh yeah. So let's just try like this. Here we go. Now it looks much better. So now we have a working pagination and everything works. Now let's add the active threads page, threads component. So in our components, we will say active threads .vue. We have a scaffold. We have the div class of card, div class of card header, active threads. Here we'll have div class list group, list group flush. Here we'll router link to name thread params id thread.id class list group item v4 thread in app active threads key index. We will have a strong thread.title br and small by thread latest post user.name mid dot thread latest post created at friendly date. That's it. And here our outer link, like so. Now export default name active threads props app and filters. We have friendly date like always, so just copy and paste like so. And now we can go to our thread and add our active threads. So to do that, all we need to do is say active threads app equals app, and we also need to import it by saying import active threads from components active threads, and in our components we need active threads. Let's take a look if it works. We have an error, active threads, but there is no active threads. I wonder why. Let's go to our Vue application, root, active threads actually is empty. Now let me take a look if that's how it's supposed to be. Actually, no. Let's go to our app.vue, and in our init function we need to say here we need to say this thread count equals response data thread count, and this active threads equals response data active threads. We got it from our server already, so let's take a look. We have an active thread right here, so it works. Now let's go to our forum where it says active threads. Go to our forum page, and I'll just copy and paste because it's the same. So like so, and here import, and we need components as well. Let's go to our forum page. Take a look, we have active threads here as well. Now we need pagination on our forum. So I'll just say, I'll just copy the pagination component. Go here, and here paste the pagination. It will say total pages, last page, pages, current page, app, style, margin, top 20 pixels, unclick page, click page. Do we have click page function here? No, we don't. We need a click page function. So basically, the click page function will take the page, this app rec get forum, this forum ID plus page equals page, then response, if response data ID, we say this forum equals response of data, this last page equals response dot data dot threads dot last page. Now we say this router replace name forum query page. That's it. Let's take a look. We have the pagination. However, in our forum, it should be actually, it should say number 1. I don't know why it doesn't say number 1. Current page 1. So basically we need to say threads last page 1. Let me take a look here. Thread last page, here we go. Let's take a look. Here we go, now it works. Now it won't move anything, and we have active threads. It will put us there. So basically what we need now is the search function. And we will also need, actually I'll do it in the next tutorial because it's getting quite long. So see you guys in the next lecture.